Ooh, am I tired? But welcome to Homestead, Miami here, the season finale for the Premier Sim Racers Club. League is sponsored by Nitro Racing, Buttkicker, Sim Speed Shop, Custom Paints and Diecasts, Realty Executives, Saskatchewan, Mint Mortgage, Real Assist, Northland Leisure uh, Products, Sim Racer Hub, and they have some new ones, GTR Simulator and a Bruzy Raceware. I think that's how you say it. Probably said that wrong. If I did, I'm sorry about that. I probably did say it completely wrong. Here's my cup chat. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm just checking some other things. Pull up the starting grid here right now. There's only 12 drivers here tonight. If the grid will pull up. I think I may need to update my browser. No, it's just not one to show. There we go. First is Chuck Sweeting, second. Adam Matz, third. Troy Hayda, fourth. Drew Ballesteros, sixth. Or no, it's not sixth. Fifth. Michael Large is sixth. Todd Cray, seventh. Ray Polking, eighth. Jason Mullis, ninth. Dean Gagliano, 10th. Matthew Robinson, third or 11th. Mark Jenkins, 20th. 12th. Doug Wysocki. This is a very, very small field here. Incredibly small. Can I hear this? Let's see if I... No, it's just that small or that wide of a track. Tell me. Boost this audio up a lot. This is a very, very, very quiet place to be. Again, this is the final race of the year for this league. This league in the sense of it being the trucks. They are doing, I believe they're doing an Xfinity race or Xfinity series. Hopefully it'll be good for these guys. This is Sweeting Mats. And the guys that are really competing for a championship, you pull up the points here, standings. I think it's really kind of... Yeah, Cray is leading it right now. No, yes, Cray is leading it right now. McWarther's second. He is not in the race, so I think Cray, all he has to do is come home with a good finish, and he should win the championship here, and let's win and take it all. This is a very quiet track. Holy crap, this is not a... Let me get a little bit more sound in here for y'all, because it is very, very quiet here. So I'm really boosting the audio for the track here a lot. So if it's a little bit too loud, just let me know. But this is a very, very quiet track, it seems like, overall. So I'm having to go pretty aggressive on it. Also making sure that I have sound in my headset. This is a little bit quieter than what I thought it would be. No, I've got sound in it. So the 21 going on by here. That's the silver truck here. Let me make sure my trading paints is up too. Yes, we will also update the trading paints. So there we go. So any paints that have a new one, as Chuck Sweeting just at the fastest lap. 33:31 was his time. That time by, so he's definitely going hard right now. Don't want to be too aggressive with it though. Pull up the race info here. Soest first stage is at lap 30. 4 sets of tires in total. Probably gonna have to get one more pit stop after their planned pit stop at least. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the end. Mats is going to be trailing in his tire tracks right now. That's all he really can do at the moment. Got to wait for these tires to start to wear off. It's only 5 laps in, so about around lap 15 to 20 is when we see some fall off here. Not completely sure. These guys are running about 30-second laps. Or about mid 33-second laps. So they're doing a pretty good job right now. Just kind of looking at this little group right here. Jenkins is actually only 11 drivers here tonight. Jenkins is RC51 of Mullis. Giving the 28 a little bit of a look. I don't think he's going to be there down the backstretch, but he's just going to enter really, really low instead. So far, nobody's being super aggressive with each other at all, which I'm not very surprised. Sweden's still dealing with Mats. Mats is not letting him get away at all. Cray's coming with him also. This track, I don't think that you... want to be too aggressive here. Mats and these guys still being pretty cautious. Looks like we're on Hated where most of the action is starting to happen, though. Got Ballesteros behind him, or in front of him, Mullis and Robinson. And you got Larch, hulking Gagliano, Wysocki. He's fallen off a lot. He's not able to keep up with these guys right now at the moment. Again, it's early in the race, so maybe he's just deciding to see how these tires wear more than anything else. The 50, he's going to look, or start at the 1, which is actually, no, that's the 30 right here. Robinson, he gave a look to Mullis. Wasn't close enough to do anything. Maybe just let him know, hey, I'm looking down here, see if you can block my move. If you can't, well, sorry. I'll deal with it later then. See, he's going to go down to the inside. Mullis will leave the door open. This being such a small field, there's not really too much action going on the track right now at the moment, but it's not a bad race. Stats on the season. Excuse me, I woke up right before this. So Cray leads with 3 wins and Orther with 2. That is August 4th. That hasn't been updated in a while. Yeah, that has not been updated in a hot minute, so I'm not completely sure how many wins for each, but Cray has definitely been the guy he's came in here and he's shown that he knows how to race. For sure. He's not a guy that's just going to be kicked around at all. Up front, Sweden has gotten to a little bit of a lead. He's not ran away with it, but with the way that you have to kind of run these trucks, again, these trucks are lower horsepower, higher downforce, so once they get wound up, they get wound up pretty well. You do... I did not expect that. Got an invite to test a game for Val. Never heard about that. But the way these trucks like to drive is you have to get them really, really, really wound up. And once they slow down, it takes them a while to get the speed back. So again, they're stuck to the ground. I think they actually run a little bit higher horsepower than some other cars, but the rear deck lid is really where you see a lot of the downforce happen. It looks like we have the 28 and the 54 going side by side with each other. 28, 54. Still going side by side with each other. The 1 is also going side by side with the 51 back there. So we're trying to get 2 battles in 1 at the moment. These two still going at it. The 1 still trying to get past this 51. Again, these trucks so stuck to the ground that it's so hard to get past them. Once you have to make a massive run. If you don't, you're going to be stuck side by side for multiple laps, it seems like. The 28, 54, still going at it. 28 was not able to get the pass done, so he had to kind of lost all that. So the way the 51's running right now is he's running closer to the wall. He can get the car wound up, well, he's a little bit slower in, but he's able to get back to the throttle pretty decently. He's able to get that huge run off the top line. See the 46 going down here also. A pretty good job. Lap times have fallen off a whole second, running 34, 6, 33, 33, 34, 8, 33, 6s, stuff like that. Not surprised to see that time fall off. As this deadlock game looks like a literal copy of Overwatch. This is literally Overwatch. Are you kidding me? Nah, whatever. Back here though, these guys are still going at it. The 54 is still holding off the 28. The 51's now coming to the 28's help. Dude can't get around him, and it's not his fault either. He is just trying as hard as he can. He just cannot do it to save his life. He's gonna get close. Ah, there we go. Slide up 54 crossover move. Instead, he said, oh, well, you passed me. I'll just go right down to the bottom of you. There he goes down to the bottom. See if the 28 can finally get his position done. I think he may be a little bit better off. Yes, he gets a little bit loose on it. But he finally gets that position, the 28 does. Now the 1's still trying to get past the 51. Two still trying to battle with each other. The 51. He's going to ride that high line. So either what this 51 is doing, he's telling me with him doing that is he's either extremely, extremely loose, or he just likes that high line because that's the way the truck is wanting to go. I think Sweeting and these guys are probably still run that low line. Matt's, however, looks like he's running that higher to lower line, possibly. No, he's running that high line. Well, I remember 2 years ago, it was the Gen 6's, I think it was an open setup race, but I was running the high line. You talk about the loosest race car I think I've ever drove. I mean, oh my gosh, it was stepping out. It was doing it was trying to wreck itself every single turn. It was just trying to wreck, basically. So I know the feeling of having to run up against that wall, and it was decently fast to finish like third or second that race, but it was I mean, you could see that it was hanging. It was hanging out that rear end. The guy that I actually went by, he said, "Man, you look like you're driving the wheels off that thing." And I said, "Man, this thing is not in the ground. I'm about to just wreck." One has gotten by this 28 now. I'm going to try to set his sights on the 21 as Sweeting's now extending out to a little bit of a lead. But again, stage is at lap 30, so really doesn't matter too much about that lead that he's going to have, because it's all going to go away. Going to be useless pretty much in a second, so they just got to keep that in mind. Install. Let's let that run in the background there. But really the battle is basically from about to be third on back here. It's Larch, he definitely want to get another position just so he can hopefully not have to repass the 21 if he can get around. The 21 doesn't even really defend. He just lets the one come right up to the wall. Like he will get that position easily. Cray may be a tad loose on that bottom. He's going to duck in behind Mullis. He loses 2 positions. But Matts and Sweeting are out to a huge, huge lead at the moment. I mean, it's basically not a challenge, it seems like. It's the 1 and 51. These guys just going at it. .51, he might be able to get a decent run here, but I think the stage will end before that. We'll have to see when they all cross the line here. Whenever the caution does come out, it's going to depend when that is. It's the 51 and the 1. 51's going to get a little bit of a bite. He's going to get behind the 1, though, and he's not going to get tight behind him. He's going to be able to get a good exit down the back stretch. He's going to get the quarter panel, and he's going to go down to the inside. Looks like that might be completion of lap 30 there, evidently. As looks like he tried to get this position back, and he will get it at the line. We'll see when caution does fly. We're just going to have to find that out, because I'm not completely sure when it will happen. As there it goes, finally caution comes out for the stage. Sweeting, all these guys will come down pit road. They're going to get 4 tires and fuel. They're not going to stay out. That would not make any sense to do that. wait to come down pit road exit here, or pit road entry. And all coming down pit road here, going to be 4 tires fuel for every single driver. See who can get off of pit road with the lead here. Sweeting in his box, Matt's right behind him. This could maybe change a little bit. Could be aero reliant. And looks like it will be Sweeting who will easily get the race off pit road 1. Matt second, Molas third, Larch fourth, Todd Cray fifth. As I will go on mute before these guys do go back green. I'm going to let myself rest my voice for a little bit. I would run ads, but I'm having an issue with copyright claims with music, even though they're copyright-free music. So I'm not going to run those ads. So I will go on mute, but I am still here, so... As Pace Truck will pull in here, Sweeting and Molas will lead them back to the green as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. I think Molas might have spun his tires because he did not get going in the 1. Had to duck out there. Realize that. Oh, we got Molas going around, and I think he's not able to save it. Lark is in the wall. 51 is in the wall, too. I think he got a good restart. Loose on his own. Didn't make contact with anybody. The 1 got into the wall from it. The 51 into the wall. I don't think that's really hard damage on the 1. Definitely don't want the damage. Looks like he's gotten away with little to no damage. So hopefully he's good. Don't expect anybody to come to pit road, but you could come to pit road if you wanted to. That'd just be for fuel though. Maybe get you off schedule a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I'm talking about like 2 or 3 laps. To see who's coming down pit road. Larch is down pit road. Waisaki's down pit road. That's an interesting call from those two doing that. So Matt's Hayden, Cray Robinson. See, lights have gone off on the pace car here, so RC has made the choice to. Looks like he's probably cutting down the pace laps, which I don't mind that. And with the amount of drivers in here, it's really small amount. Mullis is getting a lot of damage fixed. I don't think he's gonna lap down yet. Yeah, he hasn't. He has not gonna lap down yet. He's got out right before the pace truck came by. I mean, he was cutting that close, really, really close. $21, $75, $9, $30, $18, $28. It will be less than 80 laps. Nope, actually, it will be 79 laps left here. Pace car will, or pace truck will pull in. As the green flag is in the air, we are underway here. See Sweden, he gets off to a pretty good jump. That lowers it a lot. Would not expect it to, but it evidently does when I get that mic like that. I don't expect it to be, or I don't mean for it to be that loud. I'm very sorry about that. Behind them, though, they get sorted out relatively quickly. The 18 of Dean, I think he was struggling early on. He's going to kind of find his way back up here now just because that caution came out. It's going to help him. See the 46, he's trying to get that top line working. And the top line has benefits and also has disadvantages. One, you get a huge run off the corner, but the disadvantage is get into it. You can't get in as deep, and if you do miss it, you get into the wall, and that'll hurt that right front a lot. You got to keep that in mind. If when you're running that line, you do not want to be running it super, super aggressively. The 46, he's still running that high line. I think he might be stuck up there. I'm not sure if he wants to be up there. However, just go where they aren't. If, you know, take the line that people won't take, he's going to get to the 18. He's going to hope that the 18 is going to take the high line. He's going to box him in. That's going to give the 54 another lane to the inside. 3 wide, maybe? I think he thought about it. He definitely gave it a look. He's like, do I really want to go 3 wide? And I think he realized, nah. No, it's just, it's not worth it. I might have done it, knowing how I am. $54, $46, the 18, and the 54 still fighting with each other. Matts and Sweeting out front have stretched it out. Just going to keep an eye on these guys. We look at the 54 of Drew Ballesteros riding that low line. Going to hurt his exit though because he can't go all the way up to the wall like he needs to. You can see he can't get that pass on the 18s. That's going to go to that high line. The high line may be what you need to run sometimes. Or I mean, I don't know if it'll come in, because I think these trucks will get a little bit tight by running it. I think that 46 just blew the corner, because I don't think he meant to do that. See that 18 really high up against the wall. He's just getting massive, massive runs. He's not going to be able to get to the one. The one kind of didn't cut him a break so he can get a big run. So he's entering. If you're going to run like that, you might want to enter just a little bit later and get down to the bottom. Oh, wow, the one actually bobbled there. You see it. You think he hit the apron. I don't know if the 54 is expecting him to do that, but he hit the apron. He's not going to be able to capitalize on it because I think he tried not to run over the one on accident. To get right to the bumper of Lark. Giving a look to the one. He knows that he wants to try to get this position. Probably just trying to set him up for a pass. One of the more difficult things to do as a driver, trying to set someone up for a pass that you want to make on them. Sometimes you just can't get it done like you need to. As yeah, he's going to get really loose on the exit there because of that. 54 down low again. The one coming. He's going to get that pass done. Slide job a little bit. These guys going at it up here. Kind of, we'll look back at Robinson. Hate it. This guy's going back here right now. Really, these three are where most of the .54, 1, 46, Wysocki over there, and Mullis. Evidently, Mullis has heavier damage than what I thought he had because he is 13. I'm just going to be 14 seconds behind. Excuse me. .54 looking to the inside now of this 18. .54 still going at it right now. Looks like these guys are having to take a multiple laps to set up a pass. It's kind of the art of it, and you think that racing is just going to be, hey, I'm just going to go blow by this guy. Sometimes it does take a little bit to get by somebody. .54. Fastest laps right now being ran by these front two. Matt is actually catching Sweeting here a little bit. Not letting him get away. Let me check the stream. I'm going to start experimenting with streaming stuff and settings that I can mess with, because I really want to figure out what I can get away with and what I can't get away with, because I want to get this as clear as it can get. Streaming, YouTube's always going to lose some quality, but I definitely want to get it clearer than what it is at the moment. the 38 looking, or the 28 looking at the 30, the 54s. He's catching the 18, but I think he's just not getting close enough as he needs to. So the 18 and the 54 is still going at it. This 18 is going to get up on that high line. Now, this 54 can get side by side with the 18. He might have a chance getting in the corner. See how it goes. He's gonna get that pass done. Looks like if you're gonna get a pass, then you have to basically just send it on in there. Mullis, he's back down pit road. I think he's basically out of contention. So, kind of guess on their fuel. They'll probably pit lap 90 if I had to guess. I'm not completely sure. Just going off the top of my head, kind of throwing a number out there, but I think that's pretty close to what it would be. I'm not sure if it is winner take all. I'll just have to see. .54 going down the back stretch here. Biggest mover of the race is actually the 30. I need to get a different microphone jack for this thing. This is annoying. Biggest mover is actually Matthew Robinson. He is up 5 positions, currently sitting 5th. He started 10th at the moment, so he's done a really good job. Just out of date, Jenna. We'll go. I'm gonna go on board here for 2 laps with the top 5. Just to use some time here. So we'll start with Chuck Sweeting. You see Chuck Sweeting out to a lead here. What the world just started playing in my ear? Okay, that's what that was. Something just started playing in my ear. I had no idea what it was. But Sweeting out to a commanding lead. Hayden, these guys still trying to run them down. They've gotten super, super spaced out right now. So, unless we... What? Oh, okay. There's some really weird stuff that people have on the internet. It's also kind of funny at the same time. See Chuck Sweeting just getting away with it. 2.5 seconds. No one's really close to him at the moment, so he's just going to basically just be able to do whatever he wants to right now. However, let's look at this battle back here. Hate It is trying to get by Cray. Cray might be able to get a decent run. (28, 21, 28). Got a pretty good run down the front stretch here. Looking on the inside now. Going to pull even down the back stretch here. He might be able to get by the 21 going into the corner, and I think he will. Not yet. To see off the exit. Won't be able to either, so... Nope, still going to be... Oh, you got it, actually. Sorry. Excuse me, I got confused on who was who for a moment. But Mats is... He's getting ran. He's getting expanded on ridiculously. Sweeting's just running away with him fast. Get Chuck Sweeting back up here now. Looks like we got some action going on around Larch and Robinson with these two. Larch is, I think he's trying to maybe defend against this position. Robinson's trying to get it on the high line from him. Robinson might have a really, really big run coming down the back stretch here. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything if he did have one. If he did, he might have laid off on it. Looks like Cray has fallen off pretty hard here recently, too. He's losing a lot of time. I mean, a lot of time. I went and started watching my own stream for a minute. Clicked on the wrong thing. Mats is getting... he's not able to do much with it. The one is starting to run down the 21. Actually going to go right by the 21. The 21, I mean, I don't know how this truck is handling the one. I mean, he's kind of making these passes look a little bit easy with the people around him. Not really too much of a challenge to face. It looks like he's trying to get around this 9 here. Nine's going to go down to pit road, actually. So evidently this should be their last pit stop, too. I don't think they'll have any more pit stops after this. We have Matt's, Larch, Polking all coming down. We'll see when Sweeting comes down. See if Sweeting will... I don't know. Just have to see. There he goes. He goes down the next lap, so he's not going to be too far off. So I think he should maintain his lead. You can maybe run it a little bit longer if you wanted to. Just depends. See, the 30's right to the bumper of the 21. The 21's going to come down pit road. Oh, he's going to miss it. Uh-oh, he missed it. Going to go back around. See, Robinson. He's probably going to pit next time by. Yeah, see the 21. He's actually, that's Wysocki. No, that was Todd Cray. There he goes. He gets down the pit road speed. I've missed going to pit road multiple times before. I know how that feels. Missing it. See, the 30 goes to the lead, but he still hasn't pitted yet. Gray, Dean, all down pit road, so we'll see if he comes. Oh, I think he tried to go down that time. I think he tried to go down pit road. I saw that rear end wiggling, but he couldn't get it slowed down in time. So sweet. He will get the lead back. See, Robinson, he's probably hoping for a caution. That's what he's got to be gambling for. Only thing he can hope for at the moment. Robinson finally goes down pit road. Sweeting will now get the lead. Larch, he will still be 6 seconds behind. Sweeting, he's just got this race on lockdown, evidently. He's got 33 laps left. So he's kind of pretty much, he just has to cruise to it. What the world? Godzilla. What? So these two will, so they'll go at it here. Larch and Mats trying to get this position. These two pit on lap 77. Sweeting was able to pit completely after these guys because of that lead that he had. It was such a big one that he doesn't have to really worry about getting past. Doing a really good job though. I mean, he's shown that he's basically just he is him this race. Way around it, he is him so far. Let's go, Todd Cray. Cray is sitting 20 or not 21st. It's his car number. He's sitting 7th. I think he started struggling. I don't know what was the issue, but he definitely started having that rear end kind of step out on him, go around, do a lot of weird stuff. It just seemed like. What is... Professionals. Oh, excuse me here. You can see now I don't have anything that I need to turn in for this class. Currently in our college started back, so I'm making sure that I have everything that I need. Really know, to be honest with you. Make a copy of this, and there you go. I'll save that later. But these guys, looks like Cray might start to get in a battle here with Polking. Polking going to go down to the bottom. So is Cray. Cray will look to the inside off the exit. I think that might make him a little bit loose, but he's going to get pretty good off the corner. He's going to draw even with Polking. See how hard these guys want to go. Pretty even with them. Not too aggressive. These guys are just, I mean, again, this has basically just been a race that's been dominated by Chuck Sweeting. He's not had any competition at what? He's not had any competition, really. He's just dominated the whole entire race. He's now 5 seconds ahead. So, yeah. 5 seconds ahead at this track feels like 20 years. At road courses, you can maybe be able to make that up. Maybe be able to make it up. Some people do. At road courses, I like road courses a lot. Even though I'm not as good at them as I wish I was. I definitely think that road courses are pretty fun to see. Feeling my soul. We're working all day. Overtime out. We need to look at that later. See how these guys go. Not racing too hard with each other at all. I mean, it's pretty even though. With just Sweden, he's just so far ahead out there. You know, to a certain extent, it's kind of like, you know, what do you do to catch a guy? And sometimes there's Really nothing that you can do, to be honest. Just kind of stuck, you know, trying to run them down. That'll happen every now and then. These two might be able to get to a battle here. Hate it. I think the one driver who would get in and race would be Hate It. He might be able to catch him. I think he has a little bit fresher tires too. Yeah, he has a little bit. He has 1 lap fresher tires than these guys, so he could maybe chase them down. That's a possibility. Just have to see. But if anybody will do it, it'll be him for sure. Guys have just gotten so stretched out. What is this? Oh, sorry, just texting me. So I've got somebody who is messaging me this right now. I'm doing a college iRacing series, so I've got my teammate who's making a paint scheme for us. I suck at graphic design. I would rather watch everything burn. Who would have guessed? Doesn't have integrated graphics. Wait, what? HX. Wait, it says it does. I don't know anymore. QHD. QHD, it says it does. Whatever. I'll just have to run off that on Eco. But it'll be inside of 20 to go for these guys. Again, I would be trying to make this a little bit more interesting, but with such a small field. Not much action that does go on. These guys do try to get runs and they die out, and then they get runs and they die out again. So spaced out. See Sweeting, he's just pulling away with it. Look at the standings again. I'm not sure if it's winning or in. Is it win it? asking them if it's winners take all or it's points based here quickly, just so I know and I don't tell y'all wrong, because I probably will tell y'all wrong on how my luck is. Mats might be able to catch Larch here. Even though it is the last race of the season, you want to have a good finish. Yeah, Cray's already got it won. Okay, thanks, Yanesh, telling me that. Cray has already won the race, or won the championship. Doesn't matter where he finishes, he can run absolutely horrible. Some leagues do it differently. Some leagues go off the winner takes all. It used to be if you got enough points over the season. That's how it worked, but now it doesn't in some leagues, and that's how it doesn't. That's how it works in real life. It's winner takes all for the last race, which I think is not a good idea at all. And that they should really rely on points. It should come down to one race. Let's see. These two are the only ones that are close to each other. Is Mats and Larch. So 1 and 9. Larch and Mats might get into it here in a minute. That'd just be pretty interesting. See how it goes, though. Mats is catching him. He might need to run this high line if he's burnt the rears off. Run that high line and see how it'll work. He's gonna go down to the bottom instead, actually, and say, you can have that bottom line. It's 2:10 to go. Be good for Sweden here unless somebody wrecks. Do not think it will matter what these guys do. Waiting 6 seconds, or basically 7 seconds ahead right now. Larch, Mats, all these guys just done a good job tonight. They don't have to worry too much, though, however. Gotta keep that in mind. Not many guys to compete against this race. See, Sweeting's 7 laps now away from the race win. Actually, might be lapping. I think it's a Wysocki up here. I think that is him up, all the way up there. He's running a decent lap last time. They're all running 35s. They've fallen off 2 seconds from when they first started. So these guys have definitely had to work these tires and make them last. You do not want to get it to where the right front won't turn anymore. That'll be a pain in the butt for sure. So once it stops turning, it'll be interesting. There will be 5 laps left here to finish off the season. Cray, he can just cruise to the finish. Doesn't have to worry about anything. The third and second place cars, can't speak, are 3/10 apart, so I don't think these two will be racing for each other right now at the moment. Two will be pretty even. I know Sweden's probably saying, please do not wreck each other. Don't do anything dumb. Do whatever you want, but just don't be stupid. That's all he cares about, probably. Gonna go into 3 and 4 here. He'll come off with 2 more laps left. Now these two actually might get battling with each other. Now I say that, Larch and Mats are really close. See if Mats might do a Hail Mary. Hail Mary may be the option that you need to do. See, these guys are coming off of 4 here. Sweden has taken the white flag. It'll be 1 more time around. Excuse me there. Sweden will go into 3 and 4 here, and looks like he will easily win the final race of the entire of the season. But Cray will take home the championship. Didn't even have to run hard today. Had to finish the race pretty much, and he will come home 7th. Larch 2nd, Adam Matz 3rd, Hayden 4th, and Matthew Robinson, he comes home 5th. Ballesteros 6th, Cray 7th again. Hulking 8th, 9th, Gagliano 10th, Wysocki. Mullis is out of the race, but Sweeting will get the win here. Oh, he looks like he's already parked it. Sorry about that there. So I'll pull up the finishing order, and we'll actually get the top 3 in here, along with the champion. We get Adam Matz, who comes home 3rd. Hey, Adam,
Do a
this is
little
Bryce
bit.
in the booth. Got a
Yep.
copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
And so you come home 3rd. It looks like you and Larch there toward the end. We're going to start battling. But, how did the race go for you overall, though? And how has the season gone for you?
Yeah, the season was good. Yeah, that win last week definitely helped a lot. So, yeah, overall it was a decent season. Got some poles and got a win, so can't complain. I had fun racing with the one truck there. I still having shifter issues, so it downshifted on me, and I got out of the way. And then I tried to get to him, but I couldn't even get to him. It was like every time I got close to him, it just like wouldn't. It just stall out really bad. So yeah, I don't know that I ever could have got by him. And then I tried to follow Chuck early, try to learn what he was doing. I tried doing his line, and yeah, I still burned my I still burned my tires off. So obviously, I'm not doing it right. So yeah, Chuck had an awesome pace, and he had an awesome line. He had something figured out there, so it was pretty cool.
It definitely seems like this track is really, really weird to race sometimes. I raced on it once, and I think it was, I can't remember what it was. It was next gen, but I mean, the track was like 117 degrees. It was so hot, and you couldn't go anywhere on tires. It was ridiculously hard to drive. But how was the track tonight? Was it pretty tight, pretty loose? How was it?
Um, yeah, it kind of depended on how hard you ran it. You could kind of make the truck get loose in the corner, which I started to learn later in the run, but you could almost on purpose sort of smash the throttle and it would kind of kick the rear out, which actually would help you turn a little bit. But then if you cooked it in the corners, I think you'd definitely kill your tire. I'm a little disappointed. The thing that disappoints me about this track is that the high line doesn't ever really seem to come in, which I wish it did because that would be a lot of fun, but it just never seems to work out. But yeah, it was very loose. What was it? Turn four? Turn four is always loose, so yeah, that was pretty typical.
Right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, no, just thanks for doing the broadcast the whole season and keeping up with it and making it fun. And thanks for everybody who showed up and had fun racing with everyone. So it was a good season. It was interesting. So yeah, thanks for everything you did.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home 3rd tonight, man.
Yep, thanks.
That was Adam Matz, the 3rd place driver. We will bring in the 2nd place driver in Michael Larch. If he is in there, he is not. Let me ask for. Ask for him to get in the waiting room. We'll bring in the race winner. Is Chuck in one? Chuck is. Yes, he is in one. We'll bring in Chuck Sweet instead. Hey, Chuck, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man? Let's see if Chuck is here. I'm not sure. He might be on mute and doesn't realize it. Nope.
Hey,
There
got
you
me
are.
now?
Yeah, I got
Sorry
you, man.
about that.
No, you're good. So, you basically dominate the whole entire race. How did it go for you overall, though? And how was your car handling? Because you were just, I mean, you were literally just the one to beat.
The setup was awesome. It suited me really well. It wasn't uh, too tight. It was just a little snug on entry in the middle, and but pretty balanced overall. As long as you took care of it and didn't abuse the right rear or the right front. So, yeah, I was real comfortable the whole night. So it kind of worked out perfect for me.
So was this track? How hard was it to drive here? Was it pretty even, or was it just kind of like a decent track for everybody? Because it seemed like, I mean, you evidently had it found out. And was it really hot on that track tonight? Because I know sometimes it'll be scorching hot, and that makes it hard to drive.
No, it wasn't nearly as loose. When it's real hot, you get on the throttle, it'll overheat that right rear. But I didn't really struggle with that too much tonight. I tried the high line in practice, and the lap times were about the same, midway through a run. But I was afraid it was going to wear the tire. So I don't know if anybody else got the Highline to work, but it just the bottom was where I was comfortable, so I just stuck with it.
And so, how has the season gone for you, overall, though, now that this was the last race of the season?
It's had its ups and downs. Last week was a kind of a down week, so it's nice to come back and finish off the season with a win. And this is a really good league, and hopefully they get some more drivers for next season, and people can really enjoy racing with these guys. They're really good and really clean. So really looking forward to that.
Man, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Just thanks to the admins for allowing me to run with them, and all the hard work they do week in and week out. I know it's a lot of work for them, and I appreciate it. And thanks to all the drivers for racing so clean and with respect. So hopefully we can just keep right on trucking with them and run some more.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home with the win tonight, man.
All right, thanks a lot.
It's Chuck Sweeting, the race winner. I would interview. Let me see if I can get Todd Cray. See if he wants one. I don't see him in a room here. I don't see him in one. I'll give him 3 minutes to respond to that. Don't think that he will be getting in here, so we'll have to go skip him. But Todd Cray, he does win the championship in dominant fashion. But I'm not going to keep y'all here any longer because I have some schoolwork that I need to do. So I will let you all go.